On the 22nd of June, 1941, exactly at 4:00 a.m., Kiev was bombed by Hitler. We were announced that the war with Hitler's Germany began. 22 июня, ровно в 4 часа, Киев бомбили, нам объявили, что началась война. This is just one stanza from the song that my mother sang me when I was a child or later in life. My mother was 15-year-old teenager at the moment in Central Russia when they were announced that the war began on June 22nd, 1941. It happened at night. My father, Elisey Vladimir Yegorovich, who was 7 years older than my mom, actually he was 21 in summer of 1941. He went through all the war, which is called in Russia, Great Patriotic War. Великая Отечественная война of the Soviet Union, Советского Союза, против фашистской Германии, against fascist Germany. My grandfather, my mother's father, Pavel, his division was surrounded by German troops at one point in the war, maybe 42 or 43, and taken to the camp. My father was taken to the camp with other soldiers. The survivor came back after the war and told a good story about my grandfather, particularly how he helped to survive the comrades around by teaching them how to make edible the rotten food that Nazis were throwing to the Soviet captivated soldiers. I'm the youngest child in my family of mother widow Claudia. My mother was Claudia, and 3 children. I'm over 50 years old now, and we Russian people still do remember all our history, even if the fate threw us in different countries of the world. Over 25 million of Russians died in that horrible war, actually around 30 million. And many times this number is not mentioned and kept like it does not exist. My grandfather is in that number, and it does exist. The lives given at a big price for that victory. Maybe young generations today in 2023, together with artificial intelligence, AI, will not give any significance to the sacrifice that Russians gave to protect the world from the Nazis. But we, human beings, whose parents were and died in that war, we know and we will remember these historic facts until our last breath. With this post, I just wanted to remember the song my mother was singing and the hard memory about the difficult times in the history of Russia, Soviet Union. My father named me Zoya in honor of Zoya Kosmodemyanskaya, the hero of that war, a young girl who was executed under Moscow in the frost, in the winter, by Nazis. Nobody is forgotten and nothing is forgotten. That's what we say in Russian language. Никто не забыт и ничто не забыто. Today, it is June 22nd, 2023, and I am Zoia Eliseyeva. In Russian culture, they would name me now Zoya Vladimirovna Eliseyeva, with a patronymic which of my father Vladimir. And I am in Arizona today. Take care and thank you, everybody, for listening to me.